Okay, Millie, I admit Mr. W is a likable, charismatic puppet. But it's not quite enough to distract me from the fact that your Secretary of the Interior sock is pulling my tail.
Really? What if I found some way of making Mr. W play the kazoo? I don't know. I guess I just find it comforting having Mr. W around. It gives me someone to feel superior to. It's a great feeling.
Yeah, and one with which I've worked to become intimately familiar.
Hey.
Ozy, you really need to lighten the heck up. Eh? Well, I mean, you're always serious. It's stupid. You ought to follow my example. Learn to mellow out. Learn to chill. Stop thinking so much and just laugh at life. In short, you have to stop being so stuffy and just be cool like me.
Avery, I accidentally taped Blue's Clues over your tape of Friends. Is that okay?
What's up with Avery?
I think he's showing me how to be so unserious your head blows up.
Well, I got me a case of them down home watching blues. Yeah? Said I got me a case of them down home watching blues, baby. Yeah. 'Cause my mom won't let me use the freezer to experiment with cryogenics.
Aren't the blues supposed to be about finding the universal aspects of one's pain?
Well, that's what makes this innovative. It's healthy competition. I never said it was fair.
Wait, I call time out.
Okay.
What was that?
Deregulation.
Hey, you guys. I've decided to be the zany, popular type like on a sitcom. I'll be the Kramer of this neighborhood.
He has to be mentioned in Revelations somewhere.
Anyway, I've devoted a lot of mental energy to this. Urkel, the Fonz, Elf. Each, in his day, wildly popular, and widely annotated. Clearly there's a winning formula at work. Now, what do they have in common?
My desire to pelt them hard with rotting squash.
Great catchphrases. You'll make a top-notch red Chinese operative someday. Thing is, I'm having trouble thinking up a decent catchphrase for myself. Any suggestions?
Hi, Millie. I'm going to give you all my cash.
Zen Master I Kyoto said, the world is vast and wide. Why? Then do you wear pants in which you could smuggle Volkswagens?
Armadillo. Armadillo. The cheese from Zimbabwe has lugubriously flattened my popcorn.
I have a really big booger jammed up here.
Forget it.
When I was 5, I accidentally called my Aunt Gladys Uncle Gladys. It's haunted me ever since. I mean, at the time, the adults had a big laugh over it, and then promptly forgot about it. I, on the other hand, wake up in the middle of the night to this day, sometimes kicking myself for being so stupid. Intellectually, of course. I'm aware that it doesn't matter and nobody remembers or has ever held it against me. It helps not a bit. Ha ha, look at dork girl, with her stupid overalls. And, like, that boy she's probably gonna marry.
Sometimes enemies are a bit anticlimactic, aren't they?
Well, you should never compete with a pro.
Avery, sooner or later you're going to have to accept it. Life is different from television. It's simply...
Hey, wait. How long has this conversation been going on?
30 minutes.
Well, I'm done.
Me too.
Look at me. I'm a star. Pay attention to me. Well, it worked for Madonna. Kiddo, every day the case for raising you in a shack in Montana gets stronger. As far as I'm concerned, the First Amendment is the cornerstone of freedom and democracy. Without the liberty to express unpopular socio-political ideas, all other liberties become a farce. We've got to be able to use our minds without fear.
So, what are you planning to do with this freedom?
Oh, a lot of things. For example, bottom, poo, booger,
Bless this country.
and to the republic for which it stands,
One nation, under God, indivisible.
with liberty and justice for all. Well, then you should have made a rule against sock puppets saying the Pledge of Allegiance.
Millicent, you do know why you're here, right?
Yeah.
The Pledge of Allegiance is a solemn, important expression of patriotism. You need to respect it, young lady. Sullying it with satirical sock puppets is sacrilege.
I see, sir. It's still constitutional, though, right?
Well, yes. Unfortunately, the Hatch Anti-Sock Puppet Unpatriotism Amendment can't quite get the support to pass. The point here, young lady, is that we're entering a new era of bipartisanship. It's time to realize we're all on the same side, and find common ground. So, because of your op-inner behavior, I'm giving you lunchtime detention.
Grown-up logic is like a constellation. You have to take their word for it that it makes the picture they say it does.
Hello? No. I'm sorry. I don't wish to buy any. No. Really? Sir. I have to. Sir, please. No. Sir, I don't wish to be rude. But you're in serious peril of activating my CHOOO.
Dad, I keep telling you, either develop some assertiveness or seek some treatment for your phone solicitor allergy.
I shall return to the tub to ruminate on this dilemma.
I guess I just don't get grown-ups in politics. They talk about bipartisanship and goodwill, and it always seems like what they really mean is everybody do things my way.
Here, I saved you some pizza and chocolate milk.
Bipartisanship lives.
MRFRLFRMNM.
This looks like a job for completely unhelpful girl. Here, have a quarter.
What?
I've noticed success tends to mean making sure people's expectations are low and then exceeding them.
Timely, what are you doing?
I'm looking at a bug.
With Survivor on? Man, you're boring. In our part of the world, it generally happens once per winter. Disbelieving children awake and look upon a transformed world. Silent. Sleeping. Serene beyond words.
Yes. In your face, school.
You know, I'm sure if we lived someplace that got snow all winter, it'd seem utterly mundane and stressful. As it is, though, it's fun to just drink in the serenity. I believe I just got some serenity upside my head.
Bet it still wasn't mundane.
Boy, I love snow days. I have the whole day to sit inside playing video games. Stefan, Plato wrote an allegory about people in a cave watching shadow and confusing them with reality. Do you see what I'm getting at? Did the shadows have hilariously bad translations from Japanese? Just think. Until very recently, if you wanted music you had to fork your hard-earned cash over to greedy record company goons in suits. No more. These days you can just download whatever music you want right off the internet. Sure, the big, selfish record companies and the man can shut down a site here and there. But they can't stop the speeding train that is the will of the people. No. The fact that millions have taken to music file sharing demonstrates undeniable philosophical unity. So, this is unity behind what philosophical point, again? We want to get stuff free. Ah, conviction. Hey, Tim. What's that?
I made a snow Avery. See, he got long arms and he's really tall 'cause my brother's big and strong and stuff. And he got the cape 'cause my brother's really super.
So why does he have cheese on his head?
'Cause it's funny.
State-of-the-art anti-missile defense.
Cheater. My snow fort is impenetrable. Who on earth would dare challenge my position?
Millicent's liable to catch her death of cold standing out in the rain. And what's she shouting?
Look on my works, ye mighty, and despair. Millie, are you just going to stand out here in the rain all day?
Yes. As long as there's still some snow on the ground, I'm not giving in. I will not accept defeat at the hands of nature.
Millie, has it occurred to you that the ephemerality of the occasional morning snow is what gives it its magic? Part of the joy lies in the knowledge that you've been given something rare.
You're just asking for a slush ball down your pants.
Now you're talking nonsense.